Then versus now. What did $900,000 used to get you way back then? And by back then, I mean way back in 2020. And if you remember back in 2020, that is right before all the home prices virtually across the world went sky high. And that's no different here in the Kelowna area, and that is what I'm going to compare today. What did $900,000 used to get us back in 2020 versus now in 2024? So let's start with back then. Back in 2020 for $900,000, I'm going to show you 3 different homes here in Kelowna. And this first one was built in 2005, 3,200 plus square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4 bath. This home here would probably sell for, I think, a minimum, without doing like a whole market analysis on it, probably 125, 130-ish in that area, especially in the neighborhood that this one is in. And next we have one that's a little bit newer, so a couple years old in 2020, so 2018, 2,700 plus square feet, 4 bed, 3 bath, and these homes here roughly you'd probably be around 1.3, 1.4, I would imagine. And my third pick is this one here, a brand new home in 2020, built in 2020, 3,200 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. So back in 2020, 4 years ago, you could get a brand new home like this one for $900,000. Now let's fast forward to 2024 and see what $900,000 gets us today. Quickly before we do that, if you are getting any value out of this video and you want to see my future videos, please drop a like and hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on those future videos that come out every single week. And if you are looking for a realtor here in the Kelowna area, I'd be happy to help. There is a link down below in the description where you can book a one-on-one call with me there. All right, so let's start with Kelowna and what you can get today for around $900,000. So this one's at 1720 Mountain Avenue. This is in the Glenmore neighborhood for around $900,000, 4 bed, 2 bath, around 2,000 square feet, built in 1971. They've done some really nice updates in this home. See there, I'll just quickly go through some pictures, see what you can get today compared to 2020. And one of those homes I did show you there was in the was in the Glenmore-ish neighborhood. So that's it there. So I'll just give you some context here. So the homes here in Glenmore. Glenmore is a very central neighborhood. Very nice for families. There's a school within walking distance there, an elementary school within walking distance there. Your middle school's out this way. There's shopping and everything you need here in the Glenmore area. So it's very central to downtown. If you work downtown, you like to live close to where you work. Or if you're flying out or you're going to the university, it's a very short drive as well. And this one here is my top pick for around $900,000 right now in the Kelowna area. Next up, this is in West Kelowna, so this is in the Glen Rosa neighborhood. This one you can get for $925,000. That's the asking price. It's built in 2018, so relatively new. So relatively new for under $1 million right now. And 2,200 square feet. 5 bed, 3.5 bath, Inverness Road. And just to show you some context of where this home is. So you're pretty far south in terms of Kelowna. So if you did work at the Kelowna airport or something like that, that's a pretty far drive every single day. So you may want to consider getting a home in Kelowna or in Lake Country, and I'll show you one there in a moment. So that's the home where it is there in Glen Rosa. There's, again, schools nearby. It's a very family-friendly neighborhood. And that is my top pick for West Kelowna right now for around $900,000. And as I was mentioning, and last but not least, we have our home in Lake Country. Again, purpose of this video, around $900,000, 4 bed, 3 bath, around 2,800 square feet. Relatively new, built in 2008. Again, this is the home here. I'll just show you some quick pictures. Some open concept there. Looks like they've done some updates. Yeah, and this is in a great part of Lake Country as well. And the nice part about this home is it has a fully equipped 2-bed, 1-bath legal suite. So a large income helper here if you do need it, or maybe you have extended family, that sort of thing, does have that fully equipped 2-bed, 1-bath legal suite. And in terms of where it is, if you're not familiar with the area, so if you're not wanting to live within the core of Kelowna, some people like living in Lake Country or West Kelowna, and you're choosing between West Kelowna and Lake Country, the reason why people would choose one over the other is the bridge. So I've had clients that have literally chosen to live in Lake Country over West Kelowna because of the bridge, the traffic, the congestion that it causes. If there's an accident, there's a lot of backups, that sort of thing. So some people don't care, but just that's just my personal experience there with clients. And Lake Country is a great community. My nephews go to school in Lake Country. The schools there are great. I've had friends that grew up there. Lake Country is a really good community. And again, if you yourself purchasing the home, you have to commute, say into Kelowna, you don't have to deal with that bridge. And that is my top pick for Lake Country, or for around $900,000. And that is then versus now, $900,000 in the Kelowna area, 2020 versus 2024. And after you hit the subscribe button, there's the next video there for you. What does $800,000 get you in Kelowna? I think you'll be surprised.